Herzlich willkommen zu Part 2 von What Remain of Edith Finch. Wir haben gerade eben Mollys Story gespielt und wir waren eine Katze. Unglaublich, wir waren eine Katze. War der Schrank schon vorhin offen? Achso, ja, da sind wir ja hergekommen.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Das ist sehr süß. Das ist echt süß. Ja, und Molly hatte Hunger. Und glaube, die hat sich wirklich selbst gegessen. Oh, ich habe mich gerade erschrocken. Ich dachte, das wäre Sira. Ich tue mich hier
I
gerade
can't
irgendwie
describe
irre.
it, but
Ich kann gar
I
nicht
felt like some part
beschreiben,
of
aber
Molly
es
was still
fühlt sich so
here.
an, als ob Molly noch da wäre. Ich meine, das war die Krake. Und ich höre dich doch. Stehen wir gerade wirklich draußen? Okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay.
We got along and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
War ein guter Ort, mich von Mom zu verstecken. Hatte sie Angst vor ihrer Mutter? Aber sie war anscheinend sehr
Edie
schwer
knit me a
krank.
new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh Mann.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Okay.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Ach du Scheiße.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Also, wir haben ein...
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay, wir haben auf jeden Fall einen Fluch auf uns. Erinnert mich irgendwie an Baphomets Fluch. Ich weiß nicht, ob ihr es kennt. Aber erstmal auf die Idee zu kommen. Ein ganzes Haus mitzunehmen. Übers Wasser. Warum nicht? Warum denn nicht?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Ih. Hier, der sieht echt komisch aus. Ah. Ich will ja nicht gemein sein, aber...
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Es ist sehr schwer, über dieses Spiel ein Let's Play zu machen. Das muss man ehrlich mal zugeben.
When Edie told people
Wenn ihr es
Sven was
merkt,
killed by a
wenn man-
dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dass man, wie soll ich sagen, schwer hier was erzählen kann. Aber es geht ja um die Atmosphäre und das Spiel hat Atmosphäre absolut drauf.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ach du Scheiße. Natürlich funktionieren Spiegel in
The only
Spielen
trace
nie.
Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Mann, Alter, so viel rosa. Ich meine, man kann es ja übertreiben, ne? Man kann es echt übertreiben. Und mach mir auf.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Sehr schön. Also jemand muss sich, ihre Mutter muss echt viel Mühe gegeben haben, um solche Geheimnisse zu haben. Weil es ist doch eigentlich nichts Schlimmes. Ich kann mir nur vorstellen, wenn man das Geheimnis weiß.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Anscheinend ist das unsere Mutter mit dem Vater. Was wollte ich gerade sagen? Genau, wenn wir vielleicht das Geheimnis herausfinden, könnte es uns auch passieren. Also immer den anderen passiert das. Ich meine, Molly hat sich selbst gefressen, ich komme damit selbst nicht klar. Wilton, Schaukel. Okay, ich muss zugeben, das ist einer der geilsten Kinderzimmer, die ich je gesehen habe. Wenn zwei Leute sich ein Zimmer teilen. Der Soldat, der im Wald lebt. Und auf der anderen Seite der Astronaut. Alter Schwede, sieht das geil aus. Natürlich komme ich nicht einfach so rüber. Ja.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Die waren Zwillinge.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Ah, ich kann beide Beine benutzen. Also, linkes Bein, rechtes Bein.
My brother
Linkes Bein,
said he'd
rechtes
die
Bein.
before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Okay.
Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Ach
maybe
du
if James hadn't
Scheiße.
picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Alter. Alter Schwede.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Das nenne ich mal eine echte Kurzgeschichte.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh Mann. Hammer, Junge.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Warum sagte Opa, wäre mit 18 Soldat geworden und hätte das Zimmer nie... Ah, okay. Wurde hier geraucht? Also wirklich mal. Ich will hier raus. Armer Junge. Hä? Was war da? Mann, immer diese Geheimnisse hier. Okay, das ist ein ziemlich geiler Schrank. Das ist echt ein ziemlich geiler Schrank.
Passages were a pretty tight fit.
Verdammt eng.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
So kommen wir raus und so kommen wir. Gemeldeten. Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh Mann. Einen Moment, Leute, ich muss nur kurz mal was klären. So, Moment, jetzt geht's weiter. Bigfoot. Echt gruselig hier.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Wenn man kein Kinderstar mehr ist. Barb Street? Also man kann es so ein bisschen übertreiben, oder?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Das Überraschende von Barbara Finch.
With another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Alter Schwede.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now
Okay.
that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay,
Toll.
I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box,
Okay.
and as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Ja, das sieht aus wie das Video, der Ego-Shooter 13. Nebenbei. Grafik. Okay, jetzt ist es jetzt so wie im Halloween?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Okay. Oh, böse, böse. Was auch immer. Dosen. What the fuck?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Es ist geil. Es ist echt geil. Okay.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Der heute vor 10 Jahren seine Familie aufspießte und aß. Okay, warte mal, ich muss noch mal lesen, was da stand. Der Bandchef ist der berüchtigte Hakenmann-Killer, Dr. Karl Hammel, der heute vor 10 Jahren seine Familie aufspießte und aß. Der alte Küchenschrank rasselte und verstummte. Okay.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. A years later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Wie komme ich nochmal hoch? Ich finde die Musik aber richtig geil hier gerade eingebaut. Das gefällt mir richtig gut hier. Oh Mann, ey.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Gott, ich darf nicht vergessen, was zu drücken hier.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay. Mädchen, lauf! Lauft, Alter. Jetzt ist er weg. Retten. Natürlich ist er verschwunden.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Hä?
And she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Boah.
Now that's what
Sehr
I
schön.
call a real ear. fairy tale.
Okay, sehr geil. Sehr, sehr, sehr geil. Es hat mir richtig gut gefallen.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh Mann. Sehr, sehr geil. Ganz ehrlich, bei dem Punkt muss ich wirklich mal jetzt stoppen und werde jetzt erstmal hier wieder cutten. Das hat mir richtig gut gefallen. Ich hoffe, euch das natürlich auch. Ich bin gerade sprachlos. Auch wenn ich nicht viel erzähle. Ich meine, das Spiel erzählt es komplett selbst. Und mich freut es, dass sie es miterlebt. Also, mir hat's... Also, von allen Geschichten gerade die beste Geschichte überhaupt. Erstmal bislang noch. Ich glaube, es bleibt doch dabei. Ich stehe auf Horror. Somit bis zum nächsten Part, bis zum dritten Part auf jeden Fall. Somit auf Wiedersehen und Wiederschuss. Ich bin euer Konsuläre 90. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.